Hello and welcome to the Nature's Rhythms update, where we take a look at where we are in the wheel of the year and how that archetypal energy relates to the cycles that we experience in life. We're going to look at unfinished business, how we recognize it, what we can do in order to free ourselves up so as we go into the depths of winter, we go in light and easy and ready to nourish ourselves. At the moment, we're in the last month of the autumn, so we're at that stage where nature is still shedding, letting go. It's spiraling down now into that time that goes really still and dreamy and time to nourish. But in this last stage, it's a great time to finish unfinished business. So if you think about this archetype, that can be, how we close a relationship, how we leave a job, how we finish our day, how we finish a meeting. That whole thing of wrapping up, of summarizing, of taking the wisdom with us, it's really heightened at this time. And as the wheel of the year slips into the winter, it's a really good time to look and say, okay, where in my life are there things that I've really left unfinished? And whether that's small things like sewing the button on finally on that shirt, clearing out that drawer, or the bigger things, having that conversation, that that argument that really still stays with you and comes back to you, and you want to resolve in some way. How you resolve it, again, will be very different depending on where you're at, on what you're ready to do, on how complete you can feel. But what is important is that you acknowledge at this point, where do you leak energy? What is it that you think about that gives you like that heaviness? My name's Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I specialise in somatic practices because we're like living history books. We carry our stories, our habits, our beliefs in our bodies, and whatever we do, wherever we're heading, it's always to create a feeling in our bodies, to feel spacious, to feel at ease. And the more we work somatically, the more we get the subconscious on board. So I love to work in a way that deep dives, allows us to access the subconscious and then release things that no longer serve us and move on to create habits that really enhance our lives. When we do that, we also contribute to a stronger world, a healthier world, a happier world, a clearer world. And right now at this time, it's really important that we take ownerships of our lives, that we get really clear about our values and we stay committed to living our values and staying on track. So this time of the year can help you have that time of reflection where you just allow those things to bubble up. What is it that weighs you down, that brings you back into the past? And what I encourage you to do is make a short list of smaller things, or not a long list of smaller things, and the bigger stuff. So, doing your taxes on time, do you tend to leave things to last minute? And it's a habit that you're really ready to finish off now, to let go of. Do you need to sort those photos out? Buy those photo albums you said that you buy. Finish off that to-do list that just never seems to get done. It always gets put aside. And then on your bigger list, looking, do you carry things from old relationships, from experiences that keep pulling you back and not allowing you to really let go of other old resentments, things that really have a charge for you that you're ready to let go of, that no longer serve you. And this is a great month to do this. And a good thing to do is ask yourself, how does it feel when you drop into that? does your energy leak? Do you feel this set? You might feel a surge, but not necessarily a surge of energy that feels healthy or right for you. And how can you utilize that surge into taking action, to moving forward, to really finishing off unfinished business? You know, if you look at this stage at the end of life, this is like the last rites, that time to really complete, and we have opportunities to do this again and again and again throughout our lives, so we can move on with a new cycle, fresh inspiration, fresh ways of being, and stepping deeper into our potential. Okay, so why is it important to tie up loose ends? Why should we go back in order to do that? And the reason is if it's unfinished business, it's present in your life. You know, if there's old resentments from a relationship, or there are things that you're still beating yourself up or somebody else about, then chances are you're going to repeat that pattern again, because there's a part of us that naturally wants to evolve, to release, to move forward. And if there are still things that are pulling us back into the past, chances are we will create those in the present again and again and again. So, you know, even if when you think about your unfinished business, nothing particular comes to mind, can you see patterns in your everyday life that just keep cropping up? You know, you might move away from something or somebody and then find that you've created the same situation. It might look different, there may be a different cast around, but it's that same feeling again. Those are things where your body's nudging to you, this is unfinished. Your subconscious knows that this is draining your energy. It's not allowing you to be the best you, the upgraded version that you would love to step into. Of course, we're looking at the bigger things there, but even those little things like doing that mending, finishing that list, cleaning the oven, they do weigh on us. You know that feeling when you finally do it and you think, oh, I wish I'd done that weeks ago. It only took half an hour, or it only took me a morning, and it's done and it's out of the way. You know, if we get into the habit, just checking, you know, once a month you might make that list and put a day aside and go, all right, I'm doing, that's my finishing unfinished business day. I'm going to do that. And notice for yourself how much that frees up your energy. So you know it's unfinished business when it's something either that you keep shoving under the carpet because it feels too big to deal with, or it's something that really drops your energy, that heavy feeling whenever it comes to mind. So what is important is, first of all, we acknowledge it. So even that moment of going, okay, this is affecting me, this is affecting my life. And then from there, write it down. So I encourage you at the end of this video, take a time, and there'll be so many things off the top of your head that will come. So those smaller things, those bits that you know what they are. And then the larger things, as you're doing that, you're inviting that to bubble up from your subconscious just by being willing, just by setting an intention to allow yourself to, okay, let's have a look at this now. It doesn't mean you've got to go and do something too scary. You know, once you're aware of it, you decide how you deal with this. It could be writing a letter that you then burn. It can be as simple as that. It could be creating a ritual where you really choose to let it go, however you want to do that, in a way that's meaningful for you. Setting an intention, creating some kind of ritual or ceremony that feels right for you in a really conscious way is a powerful way of talking to the subconscious. It may be you decide to go and have that conversation, make that apology. You know, where is it in life sometimes that you think it makes you cringe a bit? Oh, I don't like the way I behaved then. Can you now go and just free yourself up by apologizing, being really clear? And then use the stepping over a threshold practice in order to really release this from your body. So that will take some time. Give yourself 45 minutes just to drop into your body. That will really help you to dive deep into your subconscious, prepare your body, get yourself into a safe place, and then step into a new way of being, new possibilities, new potential. You know, when we complete something, it opens up doors so we can move on. You know, often we don't recognize that this step is linked to something. So, for example, it could be that you really finally change the light bulbs in your house, and then you get a call that you've been waiting for that seems unrelated, but somehow your energy just keeps getting pulled back in other areas. So I really encourage you, just take those steps when it feels like, oh, that really needs to be completed. Just do it, because often the next step isn't obvious until you take the one that's right in front of you. And that's what finishing unfinished business is all about. And in fact, we are completing, but actually it's a completion so we can keep going down that path. It's all part of a journey to freeing up our energy, gaining clarity, and allowing ourselves to live in the present moment, which is where your power is, where your potential is. And right now, more than any other time, it's really important that we all step into that place within ourselves where we take ownership, where we have the power to be the best selves that we can be. Please subscribe to the channel. Give us a like if you've enjoyed this. Leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And it's lovely to build up a community of people that are following these practices. So let us know how they work for you in your life, what really works. Thank you for joining me. Check out the link to a Handpicked life below if you want to know more about us. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.